The Wayne Ayers Podcast. The Wayne Ayers Podcast. Woohoo! Time to wake your ass up for a blessed day.
Hello.
Hey, Jaylee, can you hear
Hey,
me?
how's it going? Yeah, I can.
How are you doing?
Good. How are you?
Pretty good. Can't complain. No complaints here.
No complaint.
Um,
Good day
yeah. How does it feel? Like the new show on Hulu out? How is it feeling? How you been getting reactions? Have you been getting like lots relatives reaching out to you like, hey, I saw you on this hit show, like da da
then.
da
Yeah,
da da. Like
wild. I'm still buzzing. It's wild to work for something for so long and finally have it come to fruition and then to feel like, is it really here? It's really one of those things where I'm like, it's kind of that cliche pinch me moment where I can't quite put it into words. It's I'm so grateful for this opportunity. It's a dream show to work on. And yeah, I've had so many friends being like, I see you on TV, I can't believe it. It's cool because they've been there to support me my whole journey as well. And so I feel like as much as it's a gift for me, it's a gift for them too.
nice. I know I was watching the show. I was like, man, I can see this going on for many seasons. So I want to know, like, where were you at, or like, how did you find out that you got cast into the show?
So I taped for it at home as a self tape and sent it off to casting. And a couple weeks had gone by, maybe a little bit less, and I got a message from my agent being like, "You're in the mix for the role," and I was like, God, really? Like it was one of those things where I saw Natasha Rothwell was attached, and then like discovered more about the project that it was hers, and then I read the pilot, and I was like, oh my God, just to audition for this is such a cool thing. And then to find out that I was in the mix, and then a week later, I got the call saying like you booked it, and I was like, holy moly! It was really that moment where I was like, each step in the casting process was just so exciting in itself that getting booked was it was a dream like moment, if that makes sense.
No, yeah, it does.
Yeah.
I know watching the show, like there's moments where I feel like happy, and then there's moments like, damn, I feel really sad. Like,
Yeah.
what was your initial reaction like reading the script? 'Cause I was like, just watching it, it's like, damn, kind of had me going through mood swings.
Yes, that has been totally the reaction of so many people, audiences and fans that have reached out to me on Instagram and then my friends as well. And I think that's what's so cool about the show is it's very real. It doesn't feel like it's just glazing over these really important feelings and reflections that we do encounter when it comes to loneliness, or how am I going to interact in this moment in a difficult situation. So um yeah, I was really grateful to have the opportunity to watch people's experiences of it, of why comedy and drama go so well together is you can't have one without the other, and um the drama that goes on is like very real to this person's experience of these very serious moments going on.
I love your character,
Yeah.
Allie. I want to know, like, what's your favorite thing about like Allie?
Allie is such a real person, what I connected with her so much over was the fact that she's this voice of reason, and she becomes this stability in Melissa's life, in her chaos. And what a beautiful thing to be for someone, you know. And it was this moment of unconditional vulnerability that was accepted on both parts. It's kind of that thing where if you give someone the opportunity to see you completely vulnerable, it gives them permission to do the same. And that is the foundation of a great relationship, platonic or intimate, is that people are messy, relationships are messy, and it's through these hard moments that we come to discover all of the beauty that you can witness in someone else. And yeah, I think that's what's so cool about Allie is she's while she's going through so much of her own self-discovery, she's there to witness this character, Melissa, wholly through her own. And they bond through this journey of self-discovery together. Allie is has just recently exited a relationship with her husband after she's realized she's pansexual and has come out and is having this major identity shift later on in life, which a lot of people go through. And it's such a scary, often feels very like a very lonely process that takes so much courage. But it's understanding that, I'm not going to settle. I'm going to ask for everything that I deserve. And Melissa's character is on a similar journey, being like, I feel lonely, but I'm not necessarily thriving. I'm not living who I feel like I should be. You're in this state of self-comparison. And so both of them kind of meet on different parts of this same journey of self-love, self-discovery, and not settling for anyone or anything less.
No, that's beautiful. I know like watching the show also like it has some like funny lines, but also has some lines like, damn, that was deep. Do you have like
Yeah.
a favorite like line or scene that was like, man, this kind of like resonated with me?
Yes, there are so many moments. I think that's what, going back to what you said about like, we've got the comedy, I'm laughing, and then suddenly like, am I crying because it's funny, or am I crying because I feel seen? Like, and it's that moment um of levity so that you can take in that deep message. Almost like that's why you need the comedy and the drama. Is like it just makes you more receptive to this self-exploration. And so, I really love in the first episode, for example, with my character Allie and Melissa, she goes, "Do you have a safe place to go?" Like how much depth is in that line is like, because if you don't, I can be that for you. I can find somewhere for you. And there's another scene between Keelan and Melissa's character too, where he uses this Roomba analogy. And it's so perfect to describe what it's like being in life, and you feel like things are happening to you and you feel like you're like, I'm a big kid, when is the adulting going to happen, when am I going to feel like an adult finally? And you realize it's like that is all necessary to shape you. These are all these lessons that you encounter to shape you, to show you the strength, the capacity that you've got to then level up.
Oh, that's beautiful. Okay, I got another one for you. How do you
Okay.
think Allie's journey towards self-love impacts their character development, and what message do you hope the audience takes away from the theme of this show?
Yeah, I think it goes back to kind of that understanding of living your most authentic self and being okay with the aftermath that ensues. Um, you know, being pansexual and coming out after you have your whole family and your friends being like, okay, this is who you are. Like you're married to this guy, you've set up this life, you've got you own this bar. Like people have this idea of who you are, and then when you go, this is not my life, and you got to come out, you're not only kind of having this coming out, coming in kind of feeling, it's like you are directly also shattering other people's perceptions and these identities that they've built for you. And so Allie is having to grow as well in this moment, and make sure that she is kind of walking the talk, as Melissa's best friend in the show. Melissa comes to all of these crossroads, and Allie becomes that voice of reason and kind of that no BS friend, where they're just like, I'm not going to tell you what you want to hear. I'm going to tell you what you need to hear. And that's why I love you. And that's why we love each other, kind of thing. And so I think that is what's so beautiful. It's like these very real moments with what it is to be an actual good friend that often we lose. And can you remind me the second part of your question?
Oh, and it was what do you hope the audience like message like what do you hope the audience can gain from this show?
Yeah. Yeah. So I hope that audiences can take away that they're their sense of loneliness under whatever context that is valid, and they're not alone. I think that when you search for that community externally, you don't always get it because you haven't found that within yourself. And I think that hopefully what audiences take away is witnessing as Melissa, her character, starts to find that community in herself. That's when things start to click outside of her. And that's when she meets someone like Allie, like when she starts to take this hard look at herself. And that, that when you are, when you stop comparing yourself and wishing for this life and you just start living it, you're no longer being robbed of what you could have. So hopefully audiences will be like, you know what, I can take the leap of whatever's scaring me because I'll be okay.
Oh, nice, nice. Also,
Yeah.
I feel like this show has like a lot of characters that you can resonate with. Is there like a character that you really resonate with outside of yours?
uh yeah, there's so many. I mean, I really enjoy also just in general the comedy that comes from playing the nemesis. So I love Patty Berger's character just being that workplace Dwight Schrute kind of character. In terms of also kind of who I really identify with, I think it's that Keelan's character as Terrence, where my friends kind of sometimes call me like Yoda, just in terms of just laying down those moments of wisdom that ultimately you don't actually discover without having to go through some hard stuff. You know, I think that's how we really learn about ourselves and develop a sense of strength, and ultimately who we are is going through really hard things, falling, earning these scars, and then being like, okay, what can I find that's beautiful in that? And then how can I make sure that someone can feel seen in the same way, and hopefully use these scars to empower someone and inspire someone. And I would say probably some of the words of wisdom that you see come through the show, especially from Terrence's character, I I identify with as well.
I love it. I love it.
Yeah.
Also, if you could play another character in the show, who would you want to play?
I would probably say Patty's character.
Nemesis. That makes sense. You
The
gotta go.
nemesis. It's just so fun. There's so much room to have so much of the physical comedy that I appreciate. Like, you know, Robin Williams was like a massive inspiration for me, and I just who I believe was a comedic genius of their time. And you know, Charlie Chaplin, I have like just such a respect for these nuanced but also ultimately hilarious performances that have that layer underneath. But again, like I was saying, it's like you need the comedy first to like get that message. So yeah, I would say probably Patty's character.
Speaking of the comedy part, was there ever a moment like behind the scenes that was like, okay, it was just hard to like move past because like the jokes were funny, or like there were certain scenes that were just too funny, like they like you had to do multiple takes for? Like, was there ever a moment like that?
Oh my gosh, there were so many. I mean, working against Natasha Rothwell, she's also a comedic genius of our time. You know, all of her wealth of experience in writing for comedy, and you know, her stand up, and um she she was a big, playful, wonderful energy to work opposite. And so we would play a lot of improv games and come up with our scenes, and working opposite uh Melissa, who plays Tamika, um, we would just bond through these games, and then through those laughs, we would take it into our characters' scenes. So we'd have a lot of chemistry. And yeah, I mean, there was one time it was so hot. We were shooting in Toronto, and it was like 30 something degrees, and we were just so sweaty. And I had shoved like these napkins in my shirt to like soak up all the sweat so I wouldn't like get it anywhere. And we're sitting there, we're finally shooting the scene. Natasha sitting across from me, and Melissa's there. And then they're like rolling, and I'm like, what the heck is in my. And then I pull out all of these tissues, and Natasha just starts busting a gut and quickly grabs them out of my hand and shoves them in the drawer in the bedroom. And we're just like killing ourselves laughing. And so it was really nice because even though it was like a oopsie moment, it really set the tone for that scene where the three of us are in the bedroom having a good time. So yeah, that was probably, there's so many moments. It was such a fun set.
No, I really enjoyed this show. 'Cause I feel like it also has it's funny. It also has like a sad moment, but I feel like it's like healing. Does that feel like that to you?
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. The show is so healing. And it was interesting. Like, I had just lost my dad a few months before finding out that I booked the show. And so it was really this dual kind of level of healing. It was healing in the sense that it was like working on this incredibly inspiring show with healing as a theme for its message, and then also healing in the sense that I was working my dreams, and also that my dad was such a big supporter. And then I kind of just felt like I was healing that grief by getting to do this finally, and working through these dark feelings that a lot of the show kind of revolves around on loss and growth.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's beautiful. Okay, before I had to let you go, I got like I
Yeah.
told a bunch of people I was gonna interview, and they sent in some fan questions, so I had to get
Oh
these
my
off real
God.
quick before I let you
Okay.
go.
I hope I can live
Okay,
up to their standards.
okay. What one of the first questions was, if you weren't an actor, what career path do you think you'd be on?
Ooh, that's a good one. I think I would want to be an astronaut.
Oh,
I
that would
know
be
it's
fun.
crazy, but the universe is incredible. And I'm a bit of an adrenaline person. I like skydived and everything. So I think I would like that. I feel like it would be really cool to explore the world and
Oh,
universe.
that's the next one on that. Well, what's one thing on your bucket list that you're dying to do?
Hmm. I think I would really love to swim with sharks. I don't know. I like you can do it. It sounds terrifying to me, but I also am like, if I feel like if you come face to face with a shark and you're okay, you can accomplish a lot of other different things.
Yeah, I feel like I've seen some videos when people just like
Yeah.
put the hand on the sharks and they just go away. I feel like that's interesting. I would never try it, but respect it. I got a supernatural fan in here.
Oh my gosh. Oh, I had
They're
so
like,
much supernatural. Yeah.
they want to know what was it like working on the show and the Winchester brothers.
Okay, yeah. Well, I mean, I only worked with Jensen Ackles, but my God, he was so much fun to work with. We goofed around a lot. Yeah, he's so lovely. I'm sure the fans just can already see it and know it. But yeah, he was such a goofball. I actually got to work with Eduardo Sanchez on that as well, who is the history, or sorry, a horror buff. He did the Blair Witch Project. And so it was just such a fun dynamic set to work on. We got to do a scary episode as well. So yes, Jensen Ackles is a dream and a very lovely, goofy, fun actor.
Nice. Okay, my next one is, if you could switch lives with any fictional character for a day, who would it be?
Oh my gosh, that's such a good question. Mm, with a fictional character. Oh, I would probably switch lives with, oh my God, there's so
That's a
many.
hard
Okay,
one.
it is okay. I would probably do Legolas from Lord of the Rings, only because shooting a bow and arrow and just being an elf, I would want to experience that life for a day. I think it'd be a lot of fun.
That's actually a good character. I'm not
Yeah.
mad at it. I'm not. That's actually a really good character.
Okay.
You can't go wrong with that one.
Yeah.
What's your go-to karaoke song?
Uh, Bohemian Rhapsody by Queen. That is
That's
my power
that's
jam.
nice.
Yeah,
That's
it's
nice.
so many highs and lows of the song. It's a vibe. Yeah.
I feel you. Mine's "She's Out of My Life" by Michael Jackson.
Oh, you gonna do a little bit for us right now?
No, but I'm
No.
sure not. But it's a fun karaoke song to go to.
Okay.
It makes the room laugh like when I do it. So can I
I'm
do
gonna
it
give it
badly?
a try. I'll give it a try.
If you could invite three people, dead or alive, to dinner, who would they be?
Ooh, okay. Definitely Robin Williams.
Nice.
Definitely James Baldwin. And
Nice. That's an
third,
interesting room.
yeah. Oh my gosh, third. Who would it be? Who would it be? I would probably do um I do Oprah. I mean, it's Oprah. Why wouldn't you know? I feel like it would be a good room, a good vibe.
No, that yeah, that's interesting. That's an interesting room. I wonder how that would go. Yeah, Oprah, Robin Williams, James Bond. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
okay. I like that. That's one of the most interesting ones I heard.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah, yeah. What's one trend you hope never makes a comeback?
Oh gosh, there's so many. Definitely, it's like already here though. I cringe every time. The super low cut jeans. I am just not here for them. The like 1 inch zipper. No, that should have stayed back in the 2000s. Don't bring it back.
I mean, I'm not mad at it. Oh, but la I think it was the last one. Okay, but last one. What's the last TV show you binge watched?
What was the last one we just binge watched? Oh my God, so many. I love my shows. Uh gosh, I was just thinking about it last night too. What was the one? Well, we binged we binged Slow Horses, which is fantastic. I mean, it's Gary Oldman, it's incredible. Like The Bear, we just finished the full season. Reservation Dogs is one of my favorites. It's an incredible show. That show is beautiful. If you want to talk about highs and lows of comedy and drama, that is a fantastic exploration, a very what feels like real people in a very like fun way of the surreal moments too. Yeah, those are kind of the ones that I've been watching.
Okay, my bad. I got one more, and I'll let you go. I know you're busy.
Oh, no worries.
Oh, but that's what I kind of skipped whatever. What's a fun fact about you that most people don't know?
Oh, I can whistle with my lower lip.
Wait, what? How's that?
I can whistle with my lower lip.
How's
So
that?
yeah, no,
Yeah.
no, no.
Wait.
Okay, let me see if I can do it because then I say it and then I can't do it. But it's like,
Wow. I'm gonna have to try that. I didn't even. Yeah, I didn't even. That's
yeah,
interesting. I'm gonna have to try that. I'm gonna go. I'm gonna try that off camera. I can't do that. I
yeah.
won't embarrass myself.
It's just you standing in the mirror for the next hour, just like,
I'm gonna go try that one. It's interesting. Okay, yeah,
yeah.
you got some interesting questions, answers with these ones. I like it.
Okay, cool.
I hope you have a great day, and I can't continue. I can't wait to watch the series. It's amazing so far,
Thank you
and
so
you're
much.
killing it.
Thank you. Yeah, I'm so excited to see the next few episodes too. It's wild to tape your scenes and do them, but then to see everything come to life and Natasha's vision and all come so seamlessly. I'm so excited too. So I'm so glad that you're enjoying it. It makes me so happy.
No, yeah, it's very enjoyable. I hope everybody keep watches it or keeps watching it what they're doing. But yeah,
Cool.
I hope I think this show could go for many seasons. Like I can see that.
Hey, from your lips to, the universe's ears.
Yeah.
Let's hope so.